Hi everyone, my name is Tommy. I'm not going to tell you my last name because then you'll track me down and rape me. But this is Matt. Matt,
I'm
introduce yourself.
I'm Matt. I'd tell
You
you my
could.
last name, but I don't want to.
Yeah,
Um,
you don't want to get raped either.
I've been on the channel before, badly playing video games. But besides that, I also have bad opinions on things. So we can also, I guess we're gonna talk about the Nintendo Direct that happened a few days ago,
Yeah,
and
we're gonna try. We're gonna
yeah,
try this podcasting thing pretty much,
um,
and just have discussions about video games and nerd stuff. All right.
so we can start by saying in Nintendo we finally got more information on Splatoon and how it actually has a single player campaign, and it has the release window of Q2 of 2015.
You know, this actually. Do you remember like the IGN post like forever ago where he was just like, "I was severely disappointed with Splatoon because it's just multiplayer."
Yeah. No, remember? Like,
And he,
I think it was. I'm not sure if it was IGN or not. I think it was IGN. Some journalist said he was upset with Splatoon because it wasn't Mario.
that's the same guy. Like he was pretty
Yeah.
much saying like, I like the concept behind Splatoon, but I really wish it was just like an open world explored game. Essentially, he was just saying that he wanted to go back to the castle in the N64
Yeah.
Mario game.
That's really
That's what I
weird.
say to everyone that wants like that type
That's
of
like saying you want a
platformer.
completely different game. I mean,
Hmm.
it's
Yeah, I mean, look at the fact Wii U doesn't really have any online shooter things like that. Online cooperative shooter battle
yeah that
games.
anybody cares
I
about
believe that's what they're
anyways.
called.
Yeah, I mean, even though it has like Black Ops and Call of Duty Ghosts, no one really plays those on Wii U. I mean, people
Definitely
people
not.
do, but the vast majority just played on PlayStation and Xbox.
I actually have a guy on my friends list that plays Call of Duty, and I'm just
Well, I
like,
mean, I
I
did
wonder,
say some. I did say some. Not.
I wonder what the online is. I wonder how it's like for like the Wii U,
I
if
hear
it
it's
even
I hear
exists.
it's pretty lacking compared to the other versions, but I wouldn't know.
Eh.
But for for Splatoon, I like when it was first announced. I was like, "Ugh, this looks okay, I guess. But then when I saw when I saw everything else on the show floor and people talking about it and how the game actually works in multiplayer, I was like, this looks great. I
I
want this
know.
right now.
The first time I saw Splatoon announced and I saw just like orange ink blots like splattered everywhere, I'm like, is Nickelodeon like having an exclusive game with Nintendo? Because Nickelodeon has like that stupid logo with like a splat of orange
Yeah.
paint and it just says their name in it. But then it turned out to be something 100 times cooler. Oh, and you were actually making fun of me. We actually haven't talked about the single player, have we?
Oh yeah, how the single player is it has like
It
those
looks great.
yeah it those I like all the designs for the enemies.
Yeah,
I like the logo for the game so much. At the end of the trailer, when it's like going with the beat of the music, and for that one split second, the logo gets like evil eyes and then goes back to normal. I just love like little details like that. It's cool. It's super cool.
and I like the fact that you're fighting like octopuses.
Yeah, you're finding other octopuses and you're the squads.
Octopus versus squids. I think like during the direct, Iwata was like, "This is the battle everyone's been waiting for: octopus versus squid," or something along those lines.
Yes.
But um, on to the
They
probably
finally what?
not the next topic. There's one last thing I want to say about Splatoon, and that is that the creator of Squid Girl
Oh my god,
is a
here we go.
huge fan of Splatoon. He's just been drawing like tons of just fan art of it everywhere, and I'm telling you, Squid Girl is gonna be in Splatoon. If Mewtwo can happen, so can Squid
Mewtwo
Girl.
is owned by Nintendo, man.
Yeah, but if that guy the guy that made Squid Girl announced that he's a huge fan of gaming. He is. He plays
Does he
Tomodachi
have a
Life. He
Wii
plays
U?
Mario Kart. Yes, he does, Matt.
Does he?
I have no idea, but he has a 3DS, and he plays Tamagotchi Life, and he actually made Squid Girl these and all the characters from Squid Girl and put them in Tamagotchi Life. He's a huge Nintendo fan, Matt, and I'm pretty sure he would love to just like give Nintendo his characters to put them in something he loves.
Maybe. I mean, I'm not saying it wouldn't be cool. I like Squid Girl, But not as much as you. But if they were to
Lemon
show
Beach
up,
House.
I think it's cool. Don't forget the name of this place. It's the Lemon Beach House.
All right, I think that's enough about Squiggle. It looks really cool, and I'm super excited for the single player and the multiplayer. Mostly the multiplayer, though.
Yeah, mainly the multiplayer for me. I'll play the single player. But yeah,
I'm glad it has the single player mode, so now people that buy it
exactly.
that don't want to go online have something to do.
Moving on, Nintendo finally talked about how amiibos will work with games that aren't Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah.
I think the coolest one next to Smash Brothers is probably Hyrule Warriors. How the Link and Zelda amiibos, they give you new weapons, and every other amiibo made with Smash Brothers just gives you new weapons and items and stuff.
Yeah, that's really cool. And the new weapon they announced with Link was the spinner.
Yeah.
And like you said, there's going to be a Zelda. Well, there's going to be a weapon you get from the Zelda amiibo, but they haven't announced what it is.
And I imagine there'll be one with the Sheik amiibo as well as the Ganon.
Uh-huh.
But
yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. I never actually thought about that. I forgot that, like Sheik and Ganon figures are going to come along the line. Well, let's see. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, let's talk about the spinner. Like,
how it just wrecks everything? How it's really weird?
Another thing they brought in from Twilight Princess, they brought in so much stuff from Twilight
Meanwhile,
Princess.
Wind Waker is just chilling over there with Majora's Mask.
I know.
No representation.
There's no Wind Waker pack coming out, Matt, for DLC.
Yeah, as much as I wish there were. I know the style wouldn't fit, but who cares? I want Medley as a fighter.
Well, they found other ways to work it in, like the Deku leaf. You get to use the Deku
No,
leaf and use the
I want Medley as a playable character.
Just, what if it was like a realistic looking medley?
It's horrifying.
And Zelda uses the Wind Waker. Come on, that's a lot
cool.
of
Okay, that's cool, but I just wanted Toon Link. Toon Ganon.
Toon Ganon. Well, there's always potential for sequels.
Yeah, that is true. I guess Hyrule Warriors is doing better than they thought, which I was really happy to hear because it's probably the best Warrior game I've played.
Yeah, definitely.
Next to Pirate Warriors 2.
Yeah. I like how in this Warrior game you actually can't, like in Pirate Warriors you could just you could just wreck everything if you were good enough because there was no guarding in that game. But in Hyrule Warriors, people can guard, and even if you do manage to hit them, it doesn't do that much. You're supposed to hit their weak point gauge.
I know it's annoying. Stop blocking everything.
Mm-hmm.
But with Mario Kart 8, all the characters can all the respective characters from the amiibo lineup announced give you a new costume. So
Segway.
So the only way to play anything close to a new F-Zero is buying the Captain Falcon amiibo and playing the F-Zero DLC stage on Mario Kart 8.
You know how people made the Captain Falcon Miis?
Yeah, they already made them. So.
Well, now you can just throw those away because you got the costume that pretty much just makes you Captain Falcon. How do you feel about that amiibo DLC? I know you hate Miis as much as the Nazis hated Jews.
Oh, yeah, you're not wrong.
I look, fans. I have to tell you this, Matt. He hates Miis for some reason. I don't know why. I think they're cute little.
I think they're fine as avatars, but as playable characters, they're stupid. I'm getting so sick of fighting Hank Hill in Smash Brothers.
First off, you've probably never fought a Hank Hill because you can't use Miis online and for
No, at the coffee shop I go to and play Smash Brothers at.
Coffee shop?
Yes.
Okay, where were we earlier? We're going off topic.
Yeah, we're talking about Miis and how I don't like them. Oh no, what you were talking about originally? Oh, the DLC for amiibos and such. Since every amiibo for Smash Brothers is compatible with various Nintendo titles, I think they're well worth the money, as opposed to say Disney Infinity or Skylanders, where they're compatible with one certain segment of a game. Well, not so much Disney Infinity, because all those figures are backwards compatible, as are Skylanders, but there's just more value in the amiibos, because they actually give you stuff in-game, and they're not actually a necessity to actually enjoy the game. And plus, it's cool figures of Nintendo characters, so why would you not want those to begin with?
Yeah.
I mean,
Even though it looks like Donkey Kong's pooping out a block of ice.
I think the worst one's Link, where he's being held up by a huge, powerful pillar of piss, just shooting out of him.
If it was just a clear-colored block,
Why can't it just be clear colored? Why not? Everyone else is just clear colored. Why isn't Link?
I don't know.
Well,
that's not true. For whatever reason, Fox has like blue blocks.
Oh, that is true. That is weird. Why do they do that? Oh,
beats me. But I like to imagine just like when they're making the amiibos together, like, all right, we need to find a way to like have these guys more supported on these stands. We got these leftover blue blocks and piss blocks. Let's just use them.
These are leftover. Let's give them to the characters people will buy no matter what.
Yeah.
But yeah, amiibos. I'm really glad that they're going to be worth the value of what they're priced at, which is nothing too expensive, like roughly $13 per figure, and they're well made, have a value, so I think it's worth it.
Indeed.
But hey, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. They gave me they gave a good reason to why I might buy it.
Oh, you weren't gonna buy it?
Because I'm not the biggest Kirby fan, but here's one thing I don't know if you knew about it or not. It's actually a budget title in Japan because they have a release date in Japan for January something, and it's the equivalent of like roughly $40 over here or something like that. So I'm gonna guess it's gonna be the same way as Captain Toad is to where it's gonna be $40.
I'm pretty sure there's people out there who still want it to be like a $15 game, though.
Definitely, but what I was going to mention is that they described the 4-player local play, the multiplayer. It's local, 4 players. One person plays as Kirby, but 3 other people play as Waddle Dees.
Yeah, I was watching that, and I'm like, doesn't that kind of just break the game and make it so easy?
Yeah,
that's what it looked like. Because it was just like...
That's what you think, because you think back to Mario Brothers U, where it's like you could just make platforms that makes the game entirely easy. But you could just be an asshole Waddle Dee and just carry Kirby away from the right side of the screen.
Well, that guy's no longer my friend, and he's getting kicked out of my house.
So you're just Kirby drawing past, constantly dashing away. Get away from me!
I love the fact that they chose Bandana Waddle Dee. He's one of my favorite Kirby characters.
Is he like a canon character now?
Yeah, he's a canon character now. I love him. And now he's got like brothers of different colors. But yeah, the multiplayer in that looks it was definitely something I wasn't expecting. It looks interesting. I want to get my hands on it and see if it breaks the game or not, because it certainly just looks like it makes it immensely easy.
Yeah, you'll probably just like invite your friends over and such, and
yeah, maybe we'll do another Kirby Let's Play.
Yeah, get another million views. The Mario Kart 8 DLC, we already knew about that. How it's all. We finally got a release date though, the 13th. Oh, we're actually probably gonna do videos of that, I imagine.
Oh yeah. I'm playing as Link.
I'm gonna play as Donkey Kong and the Blue Falcon. It's just like my fan fiction.
That's not canon.
Oh, it's the most canon.
Well, actually, we should actually talk about the DLC courses.
Oh yeah, Mute City. How that remix, I love it.
Yeah,
so good.
All the remixes on all the stages, like for the Zelda one and the Mute City one and the Excite Bike one, they're all really cool. I love them. But probably like the coolest thing, there's 2 little things I like they added in the Hyrule level and the Mute City level. In the Zelda one, all the coins are replaced with rubies. So
wait, is it?
Yeah, they're replaced with rubies.
I didn't notice that. That's cool. It's a nice little touch.
And in the Mute City one, there's no coins on the level, but to fill up your coin meter, you have to like go ride on those recharge slots.
Good, that's great.
I know.
Get people used to F-Zero. Again, make a new game.
They're not gonna make a new F-Zero because this DLC.
Make a new F-Zero. F-Zero GX and F-Zero X were so good.
I never played them. I watched those stupid
they're super
interviews
violent. Like one of the most violent Nintendo games. You don't just pass people up, you bump them off and kill them on the track.
Yeah, but Nintendo like making a hardcore racer game, it doesn't really mix well.
It's great. No, dude, Captain Falcon's been carrying that franchise on his back for like 20 years or something now.
It's all because of Smash Bros.
Exactly. Even Sakurai's like, Captain Falcon, you're so cool. I wonder when you'll get your own game again.
I don't remember him saying he's cool. I remember him saying, when is he going to get his own game?
But the DLC looks super good.
Yeah, it does. Like, let's see.
I think, I don't know, adding in F-Zero DLC and Link and Zelda courses compared to Animal Crossing levels doesn't seem it's going to be nearly as cool the second time around when the May pack comes out. But we'll see. Maybe they'll surprise us.
We don't even know, like, half the stages coming out for that one, though.
I know that's what I'm saying. Maybe we'll see. But for characters, I'm not really hyped up to play as a villager.
You don't even care about the Animal Crossing characters, so
I don't care about Animal Crossing in general. Yeah, I am being biased. I'm being super biased. I'm not really a fan of Animal Crossing. Yeah. So.
What, you don't like Dry Bowser?
It's cool, I guess. I mean, I thought I would have liked Diddy or Funky to be a playable character before a different version of
here
Bowser.
Comes Funky Kong. Everyone,
yeah, exactly.
You're the only
Funky
one
Kong's
that wants him.
Funky Kong is so cool.
All right. So did you actually see all the DLC tracks for the pack coming out?
I didn't pay attention to them too much because I figured I'm gonna be racing through them a bazillion times. So
yeah, that's actually good going there like just blind, so you can just be amazed.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you one of them that looks really cool. It's like this it's almost all anti-gravity, and you start out by like going into the mouth of a dragon, not like a live dragon, like one made out of stone and architecture. Yeah. and I don't know, it just looks cool. I like it. That's all I wanted to say.
Captain, we're gonna get Captain Toad?
Oh hell yeah!
I wasn't I don't know, I wasn't a really big fan of the Captain Toad levels in Mario 3D World were fun, but I don't know. I don't want to buy a game entirely based on that.
You just don't like playing a game where you can't attack.
That's not true. I love Ace Attorney.
No, here. You attack by yelling objection.
I don't know. Captain Toad, like it's. I don't want to say it's not worth $40 because I'm sure for the people who like it, it's totally worth $40.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Just me personally, I'll probably.
It looks like a lot of content, or at least like. Oh,
definitely, yeah. It's a Nintendo game, so it's gonna be packed to the brim.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm probably not gonna be picking up for a while. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll eat my words like I usually do.
They sold me once they said Toadette was playable. I
thought that was pretty cool. I watched a trailer where it ended with like Toad and Toadette, or Captain Toad and Toadette circling a Power Star. Like, oh, that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
And
then they made out. Turn off your phone.
I am right now, actually. People are dumb.
All right. Well, I feel like we probably can't have like too long of a conversation about Captain Toad because.
Yeah, because like I'm not super hyped up for it, and
and I'm excited for it, but I don't really know what to talk about in it.
Because like it's Captain Toad. It's a full game. What else do you want?
Yeah, it's just a simple, fun puzzle game. It's the Toad levels from 3D World, and it's gonna be great.
I like how there's gonna be boss battles where you can't jump. I don't know how they're gonna do that.
They're not even really boss battles. They're just normal levels with some guy shooting fire at you.
Oh, and then the Duck Hunt trailer. And
that's my favorite
we already knew who Duck Hunt was in the game.
Yeah, I feel like that trailer lost a lot of morale.
If they'd shown Duck Hunt without prior knowledge of him being in the game, that would have been great.
I know, they didn't.
I like how they explain why his name's Duck Hunt through the Palutena thing, how it's the duck, the
Spoilers.
dog, and the. It's barely a spoiler. The duck, the dog, and the guy holding the zapper are it's a team. It's a trio.
It is, yeah. A mysterious sharpshooter. Yeah, but I really like the way that trailer worked out. Like, first off, it just starts like a normal game of Duck Hunt. I was just like, wow, this really brings me back, man. and then Mario, Samus, like,
Yeah, they all
going
show up.
back. They just walk to the side, and Mario does like that "Bring It On" thing with his hand, and then they all turn into 3D models, and then you get to see the cute duck hunt dog and the duck, and then you see all their moves in action, and it was just so. One of my favorite parts is just like when the Nintendo shows up with Duck Hunt dogs on each side. It's so adorable.
I like the one where the duck's like yelling at a Pikmin.
Oh, thank you for reminding me of that. That's also, you know what? That's my new favorite part. I knew there was something else. Something I actually noticed is that they added Soul Man back in the Wii U version. And when you swim with Duck Hunt Dog, the duck actually gets off your back and swims on its own. I thought that was a cute little touch. But man,
I wonder if Mewtwo's gonna get his own trailer.
I hope not. I hope it's just him getting his ass kicked by everyone.
It's just him getting wrecked. This cannot be my destiny.
It's just Jigglypuff beating the crap out of him.
For 3DS stuff, they just dropped a bombshell with Majora's Mask 3D right when the Direct started.
You know, when they were just like showing shots of locations, I was like, "Is this Majora's Mask?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't think they would announce it like randomly like this." And then as soon as they showed like that clock, and I heard the ticking, and I was just like, "This is Majora's Mask, ain't it?" And then
Dude, I saw when the Direct first started. I was like, "Holy shit, Majora's Mask!" But some dude in the stream, they remembered what a brick looked like in the wall of Majora's Mask. The stream's going, "Majora, Majora!" They're freaking out.
I love called on faster than me.
Like the stream is what makes Nintendo Directs. But I'm super glad they're doing that. Apparently, it's been in development for a really long time. So,
yeah.
The box art, I know it doesn't really matter, but it's beautiful.
That box art is so beautiful. I'm not even gonna lie. The only thing that kind of bugs me is that I think Goron Link looks kind of goofy.
Oh, Goron Link always look. I have like this poster on my wall. It's every Link iteration. But seeing big, goofy, big nipple Goron Link kind of ruins the poster in the corner.
You know, I actually heard that they were originally going to give that Goron the Megaton hammer as a weapon instead of just his fist. I don't know. I wanted them to use the hammer. Weapons are cooler than fists. In some situations.
But I do want to point out that this also proves or backs up the fact that Nintendo doesn't like announcing games. Recently, they don't like announcing games until they're almost completed. Since this game's been in development since 2011, and it's coming out, they just announced it now, and it comes out in spring.
That's not true. Yoshi's Woolly World.
I said recently they started doing that.
Okay.
Because when they announced like Kirby Triple Deluxe in what was it? August. It came out like. It came out like 2 months after the Japanese Direct. Is my point. It came out really soon, but yeah, that's super cool of them to do. I'm super hyped up for it, and a lot of people are. I'm definitely gonna be buying that day one. Are you gonna be getting the physical version for the box art for Majora's Mask?
Oh yeah. You know, the thing that kind of bugs me about that is I watched Let's Player Chugga Conroy's Let's Play on that.
Yeah.
And I sort of already know all the story elements, but
well, I'm sure they're gonna be adding stuff into it. Not story elements, but like stuff to make it worth another purchase.
Yeah, but I kind of wish I didn't watch that, because then I could go into it fresh and just be amazed of how cool it is. I probably got lost though.
Yeah, you're probably. Every time I replay the game, like I'm about 5 hours into it, I'm like, what do I do again?
Damn it! I gotta reset time again.
No, I'm a minute too late. Moon's coming down. Fuck.
But yeah, I'm super happy that game finally got announced and is being made.
People can shut up about it now.
Yeah, people were like super. As soon as the Ocarina of Time remake came out, and people were just like, Majora.
To be fair, I was one of them for a while. And then I just figured they'll make it eventually. Why wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm. You know, I'm hoping we get more details on what the story is behind the Happy Mask Salesman, because he's one of my favorite Zelda characters.
Oh, he's Ben, didn't you know?
He's who?
He's Ben.
What does that mean?
Ben drowned.
Who?
The creepypasta for Majora's Mask.
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
You never heard of Ben drowned? Oh, that's a whole different topic that you need to read up on.
You showed me the creepypasta for the Majora's Mask the one time, and it was just like, oh, this thing, I plugged something into my N64, then it came into my computer. Oh. And I was like, this is stupid.
Well, it's Codename Steam.
I'm super hyped for that. What about you? I'm actually really interested.
I'm probably gonna get it because Abraham Lincoln needs your help. With the help of the lion from Wizard of Oz. Oh God, yes.
Don't forget Tom Sawyer.
Tom Sawyer.
He's gonna trick all those aliens into painting fences. Oh my God! When they announced Tom Sawyer, I'm like, do they know that Tom Sawyer was just like, wasn't a fighter? Wasn't.
Well, there was the cowardly lion, and here he is, like launching himself in the aliens.
He's not really so cowardly.
I'm pretty sure the original character for Codename Steam though is probably going to be in the next Smash Brothers.
That would be cool. I might play some. I want the Splatoon characters for
the Squidlings.
I think they're called Inklings, actually.
Inklings? Yeah, that makes it better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Codename Steam. They really didn't show too much about it, aside from it's like, it's kind of similar to Valkyria Chronicles. I never played that.
I've never played her. I don't even know what that looks like.
And then they announced a Sonic Boom Shattered Crystals demo, which I want
to talk more about the Steam.
Codename Steam and how they really didn't show much. I mean, besides from it does play. Isn't it like your time and how long you can move around and position yourself?
The thing is, like, you have a meter on the bottom, which is like it's like your Steam meter, and then like the meter goes down as you move, but it also takes up steam to like do attacks. So like you could move like 2 spaces, and it takes like 3 steam to do an attack. And let's say you have a total like 5 steam. This is getting complicated. Yeah. It's really not that hard to learn.
People can just go watch the direct if they really want to know how it works exactly.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like a good mix between like a third-person shooter game and a strategy game, if you ask me.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm gonna pick it up. It's from Intelligent Systems, so definitely day one for
Fire Emblem guys.
And Advance Wars, but people forget that.
Well, who cares? That game was dumb. You rode a tank. Tanks are dumb. I love Advance Wars, by the way. I'm just joking. Let's see. There's something. Oh, there's just this fun little fact I wanted to throw out. You remember when they were gonna like? Do you remember when they were talking about Fire Emblem Awakening was gonna take place on Mars?
Yeah, that was weird. That was...
I wanted to see how they could have made that work. I remember like they were having discussions like, this really doesn't even seem like Fire Emblem anymore. I'm like, you think? You're on Mars. You're in space.
You're on Mars at this point. Remember when Fire Emblem took place like medieval times?
I don't even remember them talking about like astronomy at all in Fire Emblem. Do they even mention other planets?
But besides, I'm glad they didn't go that route.
All right.
But aside from that, I was going to say how disappointed I am with everything related to Sonic Boom so far.
Okay. I want to start this off. Okay? Now, I was with you. When they released those designs, I was just like, oh my god, look at Knuckles. Why is Sonic wearing, like, bandages like a mummy? This is stupid. and then I saw the developer that was making the 3DS game. The same people that made Sly Cooper 4. I love Sly Cooper 4. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to go... This probably isn't going to play like any other Sonic game I played before. You're not going to be able to like just go into a spin dash immediately and run really fast and climb walls as Knuckles and fly his tails as he does in the other 2D games. And that's how I went into the demo. And I enjoyed it. But you, on the other hand, you're just like, why can't Knuckles climb? Why can't Knuckles do a spin dash? Why can't Tails fly?
Well, I mean, the thing is though, it's okay if you can take something, you can take I know Sonic Boom's completely different from like the established franchise. It's a branching off like series, but I don't think that doesn't mean you can't take inspiration from previous elements in the games because, like you said before, if the character is not needed for that specific section, why wouldn't you just not play as Sonic?
Yeah, that is a problem I had. Like, one of the main problems I think they have with the game right now is that, like, there are certain segments when you need to switch to a different character. Like, if there's, like, a propeller below you that's blowing up wind, you need Tails so he can, like, go into his hover mode and float up.
Or if there's a puckered asshole, you have to play as Sonic. You have to play as Knuckles and dig into it.
Yeah. And that's really the only time you ever need to switch to those characters. And the thing is, like, if you play Sonic, he's just the fastest, and he's the easiest to get around, and he's got that useful move to, like, double jump and just dash through things.
And the game's already so slow paced that you want to go as fast as possible.
Yeah, definitely. The thing that bugged me is, like, it took me, like, 12 minutes to beat the first level.
Exactly. It took me so long to beat just one level. And that'd be fine if it was like a 3D platforming-esque game, but it's all strictly 2D Metroid style broken up into segments. And it just feels it's a weird design choice. It honestly feels like a bad licensed Super Nintendo game back in the day, where they wanted to like fill out the game to be as long as it possibly could by making like making an open level game design instead of a straight through. And that's honestly what it reminds me of, just a bad licensed game.
Yeah, I can definitely see how you get that feeling out of it, but as I played it, I was just like did you do the race against Sticks?
Yeah, I did. I did the race against Sticks, and I did the Worm Boss, which I actually had the most fun with the Worm Boss, even though it was like pretty cut and dry.
I didn't do the Worm Boss, but I did do the race against Sticks, and I was just like, you know what? Like, you can actually do these levels pretty quick if you actually get good with it and actually learn when to learn the proper button inputs at certain spots. So I don't think it's a bad game.
It's definitely not it's not like a horrid game, but yeah. I'm not gonna pay $40 for it.
I might. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I mean, I just hope the Wii U version's decent because I mean I have the option to get the game for free. I might refuse it just because
Oh, the Wii U version. I'm really interested to see how that one turns out.
I know, like I told you already, but like they lowered the game. The game originally was made to run at 60 frames per second, but there was so much jittering and like problems with it, they had to lower it down to 30 so it functioned properly and was playable. They did that recently. They did that for like a month ago or so. So that's like the previous build. We haven't seen much footage of that one, but I'm hoping the game is all right. It probably won't be with lines like rings on the.
I was just thinking that.
Or the fact that I like that it's like a 3D open world platformer because we haven't had one of those in a while. But it's the combat that looks so boring, like even like more cut and dry than like a Ratchet and Clank or even Jak and Daxter from like that's the people who are making it, people who like worked on the Jak and Daxter games, and it looks just like that combat. But the thing is, those games are from like over 10 years ago, so that's like really not the standard anymore. It looks boring.
Yeah, the combat in Jak and Daxter that doesn't look really like anything like this one, in my opinion.
I mean, I'm not talking about like gunplay, obviously not. But I'm talking about like XXX, and the last hit's a big hit. XXX.
We don't know anything. Hit. Like I'm not gonna judge the game until I actually get my hands on it and try it out. Like I will admit, when I was just watching combat, like the animations for how Sonic attacked look cool, but who knows? That guy could just be like mashing X, and it could just be like, walk up to each guy. It could be like Lego combat in the Lego video games, where you just like walk up and just press X, and the dude's dead.
We'll have to see. I mean,
yeah.
The game is like co-op, but I don't know if any of my friends will play with me.
What do they do to Knuckles? Why does he look like that?
Well, it's to differentiate his character with his physical appearance. That looks stupid. That's the thing about Knuckles. I don't really mind the new design for him because it's not part of the main franchise, and Sonic and Knuckles have always looked similar in body type, so it's fine by me. I'm fine either way. But it's the It's the cartoon that I want to talk about. How we watched the first episodes today because it was technically 2 episodes. Exactly, and how I really have little to no hope for this show because I think I know what direction they're going and it's gonna be bad.
All right, well, let's just say this show is just meant for kids. That it isn't.
Even if it's
it
meant for kids, it doesn't mean it can't be good.
Hold on, let me finish. Okay, it's meant for kids in the lowest denominator possible. Like it's just meant. It's doing like the stupid jokes where like you have Sticks and she's like. I was like, how are they going to introduce Sticks? I wonder if they're going to be like, oh, we found her. She was from a valley of destroyed village from Eggman. And then, like, the first line she says is like, it's all conspiracy, man. Just something stupid like that. And I'm like, that's the first line that's going to come out of this character's mouth? You're not going to introduce her? They're not going to try and, like, have an actual plot with the show. It's just going to be, like, silly short stories that are kind of
it's fine if they do that. Like the second episode where Eggman, spoilers if anybody haven't seen it yet, where Eggman's just he's rooming with Sonic and Tails because his like laboratory blew up. I love that concept.
That's the second episode.
Exactly. If it's goofy.
Oh, hold on, I gotta let my friend in.
Okay. Anyways, people, while we're during this intermission with Tommy going to get his friend at the door, I urge you all to go by and play a copy of Bayonetta 2 if you are of age, because it is super good.
I'll throw this on the floor and you can sit
buy all of the copies of Bayonetta 2. I want a Bayonetta 3, damn it. Go buy them.
You can sit down. Okay. All right. We'll try to finish up fast.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
But aside from,
That's a good picture.
Like I was saying before. Well, I don't know what I was saying before. Eggman's the best character in the show, humor-wise.
The Hyrule Warriors one's cool too.
I'm sorry. What were you rambling about when I was gone, Matt?
Oh, nothing. I made an intermission commercial about going to buy Bayonetta 2 while you went to go get the door.
Oh, well, I think we already did enough in the gameplay video.
No more. Buy Bayonetta 2.
I hope people buy it too. Well, let's just. I think we can. My friend's over, so I want to end this quickly. Let's just both say that we were disappointed with what Sonic Boom became. It's just like it's a cartoon meant for little kids. Like it's not gonna.
It's a cartoon meant for babies.
Yeah, they're not trying too hard on the writing either. It's just like Styx is just like I actually
the worst. Styx is the worst.
She is really bad. Like usually I try to defend characters, but just as I said, like her first line of dialogue was her acting like a loon. I was gonna say Looney Tune, but that's
a compliment.
Looney Tunes are great. They are funny people. Styx isn't that.
All right, well we'll just end it there then. We can talk about it later more in depth if you want to, but.
Well, let's just give up.
Let's just give up.
No, let's not give up. What else we got? We have Monster Hunter 4. They announced the Mario and Luigi costume for the cats.
I don't care.
Yeah, those partners don't really do anything, so that's not really that interesting. I'm excited for Monster Hunter 4. Are you actually gonna play that one, Matt?
Yeah, I'm getting it for free.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are you getting all this stuff for free?
Any game like I at work that nobody wants that we get for free, it just gets handed off to me if I want it. Yeah, it's very like rare that happens though, so it's not a regular thing at all.
Well, then what makes you so sure that you're gonna get it?
I was told I was gonna get it.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Then Nintendo's highlights about all the indie games that are coming to the Wii U. That's cool. I don't know if we can really talk much about that. You said you were going to buy The Fall, right?
The Fall? Oh, yeah, I'm going to buy The Fall. I'm going to buy Shantae.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool indie games coming, like Shovel Knight and...
I was thinking of buying
Fall
Gone Home. That was announced recently.
Gone Home? What's that about?
It's just a first-person exploration game in a mansion, and you're just fighting bits of a diary or something, trying to piece together, like, a story. It's barely a game, honestly. There's no action or conflict. You're just walking around collecting pieces of a diary.
All right. You know what game you should get, Matt?
What?
the letter.
No.
I believe it's 25 cents right now on the Wii U.
I heard people writing when the game first came out.
All right, so there are a lot of cool indie games. A lot of them are coming to mind right now. I swear to God, they're good though.
Yeah.
The next thing, the Pikmin shorts. Have you watched these yet?
No, I didn't buy them. Did you?
Yeah, I did. They're really cool. Actually, Chris, me and you were gonna watch the Pikmin shorts together after we're done this.
All right.
Yeah. They're really fun, Matt. Like I actually highly consider like using your one of your $5 vouchers from the deluxe program to actually to just buy those shorts, because they're essentially like it's like the old silent cartoon days where like all the entire plot's just explained through like character movement and just, you know, the noises they make. Like the best thing about this game was like they didn't have to like translate it over.
Yeah, so it's
like
just
that.
like noises,
Mhm.
not really dialogue.
It's like Tom and Jerry.
Oh, that's neat.
Mm-hmm. And probably my favorite video was the shortest one, which I don't want to spoiler, but you'll know why it's my favorite. Just please go buy it, Matt. Please. You could spare $5. Just don't buy a DBZ figure every day.
No, you can't stop me.
All right, and the last thing is Shovel Knight's now available in Europe.
Oh,
Bye.
so all the European viewers maybe go buy
Yeah.
go buy Shovel Knight. That's a fun game, even though I'm awful at it.
Yeah, you should go beat it soon.
Maybe.
I'm glad Shovel Knight's doing well. I fell in love with that game. Ran out of stuff to do in it though.
All right, well, so we gonna end it off there.
Yeah, we should end it.
All right.
Bye everyone. We love you.
Bye bye.